How are we doing? Ah. Oh, cool. I just always put it on shuffle. Hello. Oh, good to see you, Fleur. Good to hear that your Wi-Fi is more or less stable at the moment, knock on wood. I'm doing okay. Woke up really late today because I've been sitting up until like 6-7 a.m. playing the new Animal Crossing DLC. I just can't stop. Like, the characters themselves, they keep telling me like, hey, you know, you should take breaks. Like, it's supposed to be relaxing, and I'm here like, no, it's not supposed to be relaxing. I want to work. Let me work, damn it. So I've done, I don't know how many jobs I've done. I don't need a break, I need answers. I don't know, I want to, like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to achieve by doing this. Just making, like, vacation homes, I guess. Yeah. So we are doing the Spirit of Justice DLC today. We did the Phoenix Wright Asinine Attorney at the end of last stream because it wasn't that long. And I've checked, and I'm pretty sure the Apollo Justice Asinine Attorney is like an hour long or something. I just want to pay off my loan on that house, man. Oh man, I've already done that. And on all my other users. So like, I have like 8 characters with like a fully upgraded house. Anyways. And that job, it doesn't do jack shit, by the way. You get like some other currency that you can only use to buy things on that island. But god, it's so much fun. And suddenly I see like a character I really want to like create a vacation home for, and I'm like, I don't know if I don't do this now if they're just gonna disappear again. So I have to just like strike while the iron is hot, you know? Anyways. You know what? Let's just get into it. I just turned purple here. That means that it's ready to start. Ah, oh, god damn it, it fucking updated, didn't it? Oh no, my god. That's annoying. Okay, well, let's mute this for a little second longer. Let's see, where is the thing? Updates, gotta love them, yeah. Where is the thing? Here, I believe. 3DS screens, there we go. Like I had to update my my what's it called? My not. Hello? My brain doesn't work. Why does it not work? There we go. That should do it. Boom. Ha, okay. I had to update my non fuck. My non-emulator emulator. Anyways. So we have Turnabout Time Traveler. Or as I like to call it, the Steampunk Wedding DLC. Let's go. Yay. Special episode. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back. Back to that blissful moment. It's almost time for the reception, milady.
Was that Larry? Maybe.
It actually really worked.
Okay, so she's British. We know that for a fact now. Write Anything Agency, September 21st. Let's go.
Okay, let me make sure I got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand, then blow out the candle? No, Athena, you've got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth.
British and drunk AF, judging by your voice. Listen, it's just because of the non-emulator. It doesn't handle video very well. I don't fucking know.
There's no way I'll ever be able to do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena.
Drusy, what are you and Athena up to?
Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first.
What? Who we got here? We only got Drusy and Athena. I see.
Now it's human cannibal this, guillotine that. It's not like I have 9 lives, you know.
You made your bed, Athena. Now you've got to lie in it.
No, I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already.
My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm the head of this law office.
And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here, huh?
Oof, Apollo doesn't even get to be on the evidence list anymore. I'm not sure if like this takes place after. I mean, I assume it takes place after he goes to Khura'in, but yeah. You got me there, Drusy. This is Drusy Wright. She's my adopted daughter and a magician.
And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star lawyer of the Write Anything Agency.
Or rather, the rising star assistant to Drusy, I mean.
If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm going to forget everything I ever learned.
Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? Business is slow as ever, huh, Nick? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano. Yo, long time no see! Larry? I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden? Some big news, that's what. You think that the world famous lawyer would have more customers. Larry, I knew it! Okay. Is he getting married to the British lady? I'm not saying anything.
Who's this guy, boss?
This is Larry Butts. He's, well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's so big that you got to come to tell me in person? There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come in now.
Alright. How do you do?
Hi?
That dress, is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt. I'm a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household.
Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation?
Yes, that's the one.
Wow, Mr. Wright, Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call RAL for short? Yeah, that does sound familiar. Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation. I see. But what is the Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress? So, actually, we decided to get married. You what? I'm not so young anymore, you know? I figured it's time to finally settle down. What? You're getting married? No way, I don't believe it. Besides... why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as flaky as Larry? You're kidding, right? Jealous? I don't blame ya. But green's really not your color, you know? Alright, Larry, lay it on me. You're getting married? In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope, see? Like, love on the run, I guess you could say. Isn't that right, Ellie? Well, this is off to a terrific start.
Larry, I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another.
Hmm?
I'm in love with Soren.
Not you. Say what? That's about what I thought. But Ellie, baby, weren't you running away with me so we could get married?
As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you.
Oh, this is not happening. I even shook off the police for you. And for what? That's it. If we can't be together, my life is over. I'm gonna end it all. Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yes, we had to, because we're lovers on the lam. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you maybe fill me in on what's going on?
To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect.
Murder? They think you killed somebody?
I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room. And that's when Larry came along and helped me escape.
I'm sorry, but what? Oh, Nick! Me and Ellie were going to elope. We were gonna put it all on the line for true love. Larry, please, get your head out of the clouds, please. This is not what's happening at all. But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. Where did it all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on.
Please help me. The police are sure to be intensifying the search. Look, it's even on TV.
More news on the murder suspect and an identified man on the run from the police. A photo of the suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has just been released by the police. Sources say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim. 25-year-old Dumas Gloomsbury to death in the wedding reception hall after her banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous, if you see them. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, brother.
I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh?
Oh, Nick, what's a guy to do? How old is Larry? Larry is 34. Sorry, not 20. I know it's been years. Ellie stumped me hardcore. You were never together in the first place. God damn it. I'm the one who should be crying. Larry. I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You mean you don't know? You really gotta stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Louise Denim. Good to know he's still going by that name. I can't believe you didn't know that I'm taking the picture book world by storm.
Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Francie's Whippity Whip Trip, right?
Now that you mention it, I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder. A one-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I'll have you know, I just created a brand new character to moderate acclaim. He's mildly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute self all over this jacket. What? That heart-shaped pork chop? He's not a pork chop. He's the main character of my latest picture book. A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of amore. Cute Piglet. Is that a Pokemon? You can see this adorable fellow make his debut in Cute Piglet's Lovey-Dovey Lark. In stores now. Did he actually? He did actually write it. He did. Are you sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores. Now or ever. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy. Or 10, will ya? But I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. Anywho, you'll defend Ellie in court, right, buddy?
Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean and pure as this pure white dress.
No psychologs. I guess that means she's telling the truth. But helping a fugitive on the run. What am I getting myself into?
There's actually one more thing that I really need to tell you.
Oh?
You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, in that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck, and I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history had been rewritten.
Now, wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... I love Phoenix just going, huh? What's going on? It's the police, dumbass.
Mr. Wright, there are police cars outside. And it's not just one or two, but a whole bunch.
What in the GTA is this?
Daddy! A whole squad of officers has the building surrounded.
What? This is the police. There is no escape. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up. Nick, what do we do? Heck if I know. Larry would have 5 stars.
I see a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3, 44, 45. Wow, talk about overkill.
Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm home-cooked meals. Ah, who in the heck are you? A detective? Now hold on there. Hey, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait! Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright? Oh. I think I know who it is. I didn't know who it was. Emma!
I'm sorry for all the commotion.
So what in the world is going on?
Well, I raced on over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who'd holed himself up in here. With the murder suspect after he made off with her. That is kind of disappointed, not gonna lie, me too. And the fleet of patrol cars? The police are being extra careful. Because apparently a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back, I have a bomb."
God fuck it, Larry! I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about. Yeah. Well, the police are being so persistent. I had to do something, so I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. Please leave me out of this.
Well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center.
I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick. We gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry. I haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not. But I know you will, because it's you. Phoenix is the tired dad. He really is, huh?
Guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. What? And skip out on me? We've only just started practicing your repertoire, you know.
Huh? You better stay and practice with Trucy, Athena. A promise is a promise after all. That's cold, boss. You gotta get me out of this. I can't take it anymore.
Let's get practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes.
Oh my god. No! Stop! I'm begging you!
She's getting away! You get back here, Athena!
I guess the only person cut out to be Trucy's assistant is Apollo. Well, guess we better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Especially about that whole time-traveling business she was talking about.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Nick is gonna defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great?
Larry, I told you I haven't decided yet.
What? You're not going to take my case? I'm never going to be happy.
Miss Wyatt? What the? Did I do something wrong? Miss Wyatt, please calm down.
I'm innocent, I tell you. But the police won't believe me, and neither will anyone else. I'm gonna die all alone in a jail cell.
All right, I'll do it. I'll take your case. Just please stop crying.
Really? You will?
The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me. Yeah, no, she seems way too mentally unstable to wait.
Well,
I get that she is a maid, but she stands so stiff and awkward with her arms when she's standing normally. Well, you're not wrong.
oh, thank you.
Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. Did I really have a choice? I guess not. In any case, it doesn't seem like Miss Wyatt killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ears in work at the moment. Miss Wyatt, Ellen, let's do this. Together.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright.
There. It's going to be okay. Now, try to pull yourself together.
All right, just give me a moment.
She looks kind of Sailor Moony. You're right.
I'm truly grateful to you for taking on my defense, Mr. Wright.
Sure, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. Alright, suspicion of murder. Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident.
All right. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury.
Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim in that news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions. How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride? What a creep! That's rich coming from you. Do you have any idea why he'd attack you?
No, but
what?
Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married.
Jeez, jealous much? What a loser.
Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me into the Vista deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant.
That pendant?
Yes, it was a gift from my husband to be Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love.
And so you made a wish on it?
Now you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but... I beg the pendant, please, take me back to that blissful moment. And do you know what? It worked! It brought me back to just before the reception started.
So that's the time traveling thing you mentioned back at my office. I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's pretty unbelievable.
Unbelievable!
Please don't cry again.
I knew you'd never believe me.
Nick, Ellie here is an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? The magic of the pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Phoenix, you have talked with the dead. Time traveling is where I draw the line, okay? Sure, Larry, sure.
But it's really true, I tell you. This pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help, and it really did send me back in time.
Oh no, Larry Butts. Is she listening to herself?
I even experienced the reception again, even though we'd already held it once before. And during it, everyone there acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all.
Could you not cook while we're talking, please? Also, hi, Eric. How are you doing? Alright, so when and how did you come under suspicion of murder?
Well, after the reception ended, the second reception I mean, I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself.
Hold on. Whatever she is cooking is going to be so overspiced. Oh, you're in a meeting? Okay. No worries. Thanks for dropping by anyways. Cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day?
For my last task as a servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet.
I see.
I started to move one of the decorative lanterns in the room, but it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern.
So you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right?
That's right, I just came across it by accident.
Nothing important is happening right now, just an old man talking. Okay, cool.
But I became confused and didn't know what to do.
God, I love meetings. God, I can't. I can't with meetings. Especially not long meetings. Like my attention span, it just goes out after like 45 minutes. After that, it's like, I can't pay attention anymore.
That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I had killed him.
So this Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen, but then wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time? A time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? By the way, Eric, have you played this before? Because you mentioned that Asinine Attorney was new to you, so I'm just... I just want to know if like you played this one. Ellie, why don't you tell Nick about that other thing too? Never played the DLC. Ooh. This is a first for you then. About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked. Ooh, Nick-sama, hello, hello. Second favorite DLC case, Pog. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. I like the characters in it too. Their designs are good.
Yes, good idea, Larry.
Alright, tell me about the wedding. So you and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right?
That's right. We've only just had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all.
Oh, Ellie, how can you say that? You and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We're meant to be together.
What? You're wrong, Larry.
I've never been so right, baby. It's as plain as the goatee on my chin. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Ellen? What's he like? Oh no. Oh, I remember this. I remember this animation very well.
His name is Soren Sprocket. Oh, he's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny.
Did you say Soren Sprocket? As in... Okay, not this. Okay, thank God.
That's right. The next president of Sprocket Aviation.
Wait, he's in line to take over the company? Okay, I have to question. Who let her get in there with a frying pan and an iron? What? He's nothing but a rich, spoiled brat. I'm clearly the better choice. Clearly. Sure.
Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There's no comparison.
Ellie, you're breaking my achy, breaky heart. Oh my God. So she's marrying into money, huh?
I can't believe Soren chose me, a simple house servant.
Larry, calm your jealous tits.
He's my knight in shining armor. My prince. Oh, my Soren.
Tell me about the shadowy figure. So what's this shadowy figure you saw, Ellen? One of the characters in this case gives me heavy neurodivergent vibes, so that makes me happy. I think I know who you're talking about, and same.
It was when Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just then, just as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind.
You did? Then that person must be the true culprit. Did you see who it was?
I'm afraid not.
Have you told anybody else about this? Ellen sims for Soren, but like in a good way. True.
I told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They said it was all just a dream.
Can't exactly say I blame them. I mean, time travel? Very sweet, yeah. She really loves him. That's really sweet. Love that. Love that for them. Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. Of course it wasn't! And we got her statement. Cool, 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 cool. I guess I've asked her all I can for now.
Spick and span, spick and span.
Ellen, what are you doing?
I want to make everything clean and beautiful for when Soren comes. I can't have my future hubby come into a dirty room now, can I? It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span, spick and span.
Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicion from you soon, too. Nick, we better get to the crime scene right away. What, you're coming too? Of course I am. If I solve the crime and reveal the true killer with my super sleuthing skills, Ellie might change her mind about me, you know? No, Larry, that's not how it works. You never get the message, do you, Larry? Next up, the mooring dock in Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go. I also love how Soren is never once pissed at Larry because he definitely knows he doesn't pose a threat to his relationship. So this is Sprocket Park, but where's the reception hall? The reception hall? Oh, that's... Wow, looky there! What is it? I just spotted me a cute Melisita. Don't wait up, Nick. Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick, a man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I am an artist, after all. Oh, miss, yoo-hoo! God. I thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. Oh well, I'm sure I'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around until then. Alright, we start with the normal. Up in the corner and all the way across. Wow, that airship is huge. Oops, didn't mean to say that out loud. I've only ever seen airships like this up in the sky. But I gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you see them up close like this. Wow, that huge airship is more to just this skinny little tower. I know it's tied down and all, but it still looks like a good breeze could send it flying. Nothing more on the airship. The map thingy. Wow, this thing's really banged up. I'm looking at the sign. They say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. A big gust sent that bench flying into it. Well, that's what they were saying anyway. I see. The wind caused that? More like a tornado. The repair guy was saying don't touch it. It's dangerous. I see. Thanks for the heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work. You're back? Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Lay off, man. I wasn't on my game today. So now that you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is already? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you. Huh? Right in front of... Wait. What's that say? Flying Chapel. Do you mean to tell me? Yep. Ellie's reception was on that airship. Whoa, a sky-high reception hall. Yep, and that's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does that airship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when it made that time skip, though. Apollo is happy he isn't crying right now. True. Here, check the airship out for yourself with this pamphlet. Alright, I'll take a look at that immediately. Alright. So we got this. Alright. There are more pages here. Interesting. Peg a cow and peg a bull. Love is always in the air on the Flying Chapel. The only wedding revenue sure to make your dreams take flight. After the ceremony out on the Vista deck, Sprocket Aviation Majestic Pegamoo mascots will light up the happy couple from both sides of the sweetheart table. Alright, how did Larry even get invited to the wedding? Listen, I don't know. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. You did? Yep, should be here any minute now. That red sports car, does that mean that horse equals sus if it's Pegabull, Pegasus? Stop. A red sports car. Larry, don't tell me you called. You know it, buddy. I trust you've been well right. No, what? Surprise! Now admit it, that was a pretty good Mr. Edgeworth impression, wasn't it? Maya, what are you doing here? Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. But that's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. Excuse me? Listen, I'm as confused as you right now. Maya, I know this is sudden, but please marry me. Me too, Maya. This is the best time to just run. Just take a run for it. I don't care, just run. Nick, what's Larry talking about? He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride anyway. How? Poor Larry. That's a new low even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone, right? More power to him. Larry, did you just boyfriend babe me? This is Maya Faye. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. But now that her training is over, she's back home here in the States. That's right. The new and improved Maya Faye is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready. Look at you, Maya, all grown up and as cute as ever. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I'd miss out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Ha! He's there! Edgeworth! I figured that car belonged to you. But when did you become Maya's chauffeur? It's nothing like that. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down! Oh, thank God, someone with brain cells. Are you sure about that? This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine, and the district's chief prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. So, what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have no business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? Edgeworth is in possession of at least one brain cell. You know what? I can't even argue on that. Imagine if Edgeworth actually hit her though. That'd be another layer of trauma for him. Oh my god. This poor man. He's collecting trauma like they're Pokemon cards. Just so you know, right? I am the lead prosecutor on this case. What? You? Yes. It appears we will be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. But I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Start sobbing. No. It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right? Amicably. What do you mean, settle it amicably? It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug. Wow, Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout? Yes, they have especially strong ties in both the political and the judicial worlds. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. Do I need a reason to want to see my boyfriend? Don't tell me that includes you. You're ridiculous, right? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Do not clout me, Maya. Gumshoe traumatized me enough. Remember when I fucking went off on a tangent about how Gumshoe said clout? In that one episode? And we like went to search for like the first recorded use of clout. That was, oh, those were times. Okay. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute a Sprocket. So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right? That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. For that is a part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that. Not even the almighty Sprockets. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. But all they got instead was you. Angie, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? I'm simply doing my job. It really just said clout and it fucked me over. You know what? Good on Edgeworth for sticking to his morals. True, and I'm warning you right. I won't hold back. Not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, your righteousness. So, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course, unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Wow, okay. Huh, I guess that explains why your brow is more furrowed than the last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth? Are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me?
He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he?
Edgeworth, about this incident, don't forget right. I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries. No, I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry. Me? I'd like you to come with me. You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Edgy, we're all pals, aren't we? Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Oh, Nick, help me out here. Bye, Larry.
Is it just me, or is Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever?
Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out.
Well, Nick, we'd better hop to it too.
Hop to what?
Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is going to be fun.
Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. Alright, to the crime scene then.
Yeah, and away we go.
A reception hall. I see the Pega cow has been moved. That's what it's called. No, not Ellen's statement here. Yeah, the Pega cow lantern has been moved. Interesting. Now it's like in the middle of the entire room, pretty much. Interesting. Edgeworth's hair kind of looks like he's wearing a hairnet and then his fringe sticking out. Stop. Stop. You're not wrong. Damn. So this is the reception hall.
According to the pamphlet, we're right here.
Yikes, we're pretty high up, but at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad.
Oh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here.
Was that not in what you found the body while moving it? You're right, it is. Miss Ryan, Maya, does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turn out. So, do you mind if we take a look around? Be my guest. We've pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead. That's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. Yeah, sure, but I'm gonna investigate first. It's a hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think?
Yeah, but I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling at all that well. All that well.
I'm sure it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. This plane thingy? A model airplane. The perfect decoration for an airplane company wedding.
And a propeller plane like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Oh, I'd love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the old clouds over Neo, Tokyo.
If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes the sponsor of the show, I could see it happening.
Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later.
Please at least wait until after the trial is over. Nothing there. Here. Okay, I'll go there last. Wow, look at the horns on this flying bovine. He must be a bull. He seems to have made it through the ceremony in one piece.
By the look of those wheels, I bet it can be rolled around rather easily too.
Yeah, I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. And this is what the backside looks like.
What's that by the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle?
Oh, I get it. This way they can't get inside to change the light bulbs.
I see they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted.
I guess they figured nobody will see it, so why bother? It makes sense to cut costs where you can. Well, overall, I can't say I see anything strange about this thing. This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. It looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken.
That's not a cow, Nick. That's Pegasus, the flying horse.
No way, it's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything.
But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. So it's Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called a Pegamoo.
I did not see that coming.
Yet somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh, that's strange.
What is?
Well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegabull, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. What with the horns and all.
Okay, well... that Pegamoo over there is also a Pegabull. But take a look at the pamphlet. See? The one on the right says Pegabull, but...
the other one says Pega Cow. A female Pegamoo.
Right. The pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple.
So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos. But for some reason, there are two males here.
Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room.
It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. Interesting. In any case, we'd better check this thing out. Did this come from the lantern?
Yeah, it's covered in blood.
Maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern.
Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered in blood?
That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. There's a note? Hey, what's this? Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
Ooh, let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
It looks like a note outlining the murder plot.
Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush.
And why do you say that?
Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry.
Maya, how do you know this?
I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page.
I guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert.
Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly.
Alright. Let's get back to the note.
That note was apparently written by the victim.
So why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it?
I sometimes write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour.
Maya, are you craving curry rice or something?
Oops.
So, Emma, where is this Vista deck the note mentions? It's that heliport you see right outside the window over there. So he planned on pushing Ellen off from there. What a monster. So this is where the body was found. And the first person to find it was Ellen. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found? Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Here's a photo of the scene as we found it. What do you think this is, Maya?
It looks like a flower petal to me.
What an unusual shape for a flower petal.
Do you suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall?
No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. I wonder where it came from. I guess that about does it for this lantern. Okay, cool. Then we go over here. So that's the Vista deck out there.
I bet the view is amazing. But I guess it must also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick?
Yeah, kind of. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. Are you sure about that? You've survived the darndest things up until this point, Nick. This must be where the time machine was placed.
I can't believe that such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, we have to prove Alan's innocence, no matter what it takes.
I agree. We can't let her go down as the saddest flying... Let this go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. This is the sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit.
Where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though.
They say that newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know. You have to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings. God damn it. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner.
Aw, I wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it.
They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. With those tight corsets squeezing their waist, they can barely eat a bite.
Really? It sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture.
I guess food still wins so out over romance in Maya's book. I think that about does it for this area. Cool, thank you. I think that about does it for the entire thing. Let's just go over everything. Just a quick comb over, if you will. Yeah. Alright, Emma, we can talk to you now. And that is why you just do a potluck wedding. If your wedding is anything like Bilbo's birthday party, we good. I don't understand that reference, I'm sorry. Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case, so do you think you could give us a rundown?
Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it.
The incident occurred yesterday on September the 20th.
It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
7 to 10 p.m., huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you?
Time traveling? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected.
The victim's name is Dumas Gloomsbury. He was a servant in the Sprocket family household.
Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers?
Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also a very close and private man. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back.
If he was a lead servant, he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. And what makes the police think Ellen killed this man, a guy who was essentially her boss?
We don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her.
And what circumstances are these exactly? Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands. But why would a bride, who was just about to start a happy new life, kill someone? It's from The Lord of the Rings. Basically just a party with lots of food, bad country dancing, and people just hanging out. Oh yeah. I've watched Lord of the Rings, but it's been a long while. Do the police have an explanation for that? Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back. But why did he attack her to begin with? Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Gloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first? But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick? It would, and there's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that, but I wonder what Edgeworth will have up his sleeve to counter that claim. But wow, a servant girl marrying the future president of such a huge company. It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. It does, doesn't it? Thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently. So, what was the murder weapon, Emma? This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here in the reception hall. The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? Well, that's funny. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell. Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence. But there was definitely a luminol reaction. And it matches up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. What a funny looking clock. They call it the timekeeper. And the idea is that it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day. A time machine, huh? Come to think of it. Helen said her pendant was part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on, so she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? I guess it's not surprising that that ruffled a feather or two. Yes, apparently the groom's parents and all of his other relatives were strongly opposed. But that didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity. Oh, is that how it works? Yep. If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spent all of my spare time in Korean and watching soap operas on TV. I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya. Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment too. And from the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her. So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who opposed their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. Alright, what do we got? What can we show her? Let's show her the pendant, maybe? Nope. Nothing about the pendant. Cool. I'm also glad we have to keep a positive outlook. Cool. Why don't you take a break with something sweet? I highly recommend snack boost myself. You want to try some? No thanks. I appreciate the offer though. I assume there's nothing on this either. Yeah, no. It's absolutely unbelievable. What kind of monster would plan to commit a murder on somebody's happiest day? I take it this means you don't have any significant new leads. No,
No, I'm afraid not. You? I got nothing. I wish I could be of more help. Well, thanks anyway. I appreciate it. All we can do is keep on keeping on, right? It's absolutely unbelievable. Okay, it's just the same thing. I think that's all she says. Question mark? Are we sure what the... Okay. So you're sure this is the murder weapon in this case? Positive. The shape of the victim's injuries and the shape of this clock are a perfect match. I see. I dare say that if somebody were to get knocked over the head with this thing, it's more likely to cut off their future than send them to the past. I can't disagree with you there. And this is just the same. It's unbelievable. Try to pamphlet. Nope. Nothing with the pamphlet. Alright. I guess we move then. Snackoos. Search for evidence in the reception hall. But I was just... What else do you want me to find? I combed over everything. Nah? Is there nothing more? Do I have to examine them? Is there some small glasses somewhere? Don't think so. No, that's not what I want to click. I want to click here. The victim's body was found collapsed inside one of the peggable lanterns. Scattered around his body were flower petals, a note, and broken parts of the lantern. The petals are from flowers not found inside the reception hall. That isn't anything. Like in the office of Sarge's dad, just those 1 pixel big. Oh my god, no. Forgot about that. Fuck. No, I don't think so. I can't see anything. This is just the same. Nothing to show Emma either. No, I try to show her everything I have. Nothing here. Alright. Oh, helpful guide. This is not the helpful guide. Where the hell is my helpful guide? There it is. Found it. Let's see, Flying Chapel, Reception Hall.
I was like, table of flowers? No, it means this table. Hot air balloon model. Got that. Airplane model. I can rotate! My god, I'm fucking dumb. No, wrong. I can rotate! They do not make that clear. Yeah, well, maybe they do. I'm just tired. Okay, door. Get a load of that huge set of doors. I bet all sorts of things come and go through there. Like an elephant. I'm pretty sure it's just a bride and groom. This is a banquet hall, not a circus. We've already dealt with the circus. It was bad enough. It's a fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it. Oh, spoil sport. That's because I know how you operate. That's one big partition screen. Industrial size even. Unless we're talking about our boy Billy Bob Jones. I'm pretty sure it's John's. Like, it's something dumb. Hold on. Let me actually double check like what his fucking name is. Maximilian Galactica. Billy Bob Johns. 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 It's not Jones, it's Johns. With an H. Johns. I bet it'd cause an industrial-sized mess if it fell over. And that's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. What? Then who's going to test how stable it is? Johns, yes. Just leave it alone, please. It looks like a business card wallet. I wonder whose it is. Gee, I wonder, who could it possibly belong to? That face looks awfully familiar. Yes, yes it does. Guess I'll bring it to him later. Smells a bit like disaster. It must be Larry's. I can't open it. Damn it. I was hoping I could snoop on his stuff. Whatever. That's fine. Okay, we got everything here. Wrong way. Here we go. Another fog machine. Let's just go back and forth like we always do. Whee! We're about to hit something eventually. It's a fog machine. I wonder if they used it during the reception. Ooh! Hey Nick! Go stand over there for a sec. Why? Just because! Now go! Alright. I've got a bad feeling about this. Fogmaster 9000! On! Maya, no! Huh? Oh, nothing happened. Looks like it won't work without some dry ice. Darn it! All I wanted to do was sit around you in a thick cloud of smoke. I like the panning. That was really great, really important, really gave me a lot. Well, I guess that just about does it for the crime scene. Hey Nick, I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well, since we're here. True, we might even run into some of the other people involved in the case. Nick,
has that guy been standing there?
I didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? That's some quality character design. I love his design so much. Huh?
Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane.
I guess we're supposed to read it then. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. What's this? Is this some kind of poem or something? I don't understand it. Well, that was a rather cold welcome. Mr. Wright, Maya, meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation. Was Soren! Sorry. Soren Sprocket. Or to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation. So he's Ellen's fiance. Niksama, you were the one who said the thing earlier, right? Who gives you neurodivergent vibes? Because that is my headcanon in any way, so. Oh, there he goes. He's kind of an eccentric. I hear he's a genius inventor behind many of Sprocket Aviation's business successes. An inventor, huh? Sorry. I love this guy already. Same. He didn't even show up there. Cool. Yep, he even designed this airship. Why are some of my favorite characters inventors? Eccentric honestly just means neurodivergent, but in a nice way. True. That's pretty impressive.
Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking. We have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen.
Oh, right. It looked like he was heading outside. His special interest is planes. There he is. Excuse me, could we talk to you? Excuse me, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? My brain just makes new sounds when I see the plane.
He sure is riding up a storm.
It is possible if an enormous change in mass could be detected at the... Okay, but theoretically, matter can retain its form even as it crosses the event horizon. Let's just see what he has to say about Ellen. So, planes and... physics? Excuse me, but we'll be representing Ellen in court tomorrow. So could we ask you about the case? Imagine you just send it and it says, no. Leave me the fuck alone. How? What the? Not interested. Well, close enough. Not interested? How can you say something like that?
This is about your fiancée. She's under arrest, you know?
The diameter of the airship is approximately 80 feet, and the amount of energy necessary to move matter comprised of that amount of mass is off in his own little world. They got married? I don't think they actually got married. Like, they never made it that far because she keeps, like, talking about him as, like, hubby-to-be and stuff. So, no, they're not married just yet. Reception is after marriage, right? I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. Maybe they're doing it opposite. I don't know. I can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest. We'll just have to talk on his level then, with something he might be interested in. So... yeah, no, this guy is absolutely neurodivergent. There is no other way around it. No, I didn't want to move. I wanted to present. God damn it. The timekeeper. Huh? Huh? No, I was wrong. A formal social occasion held to welcome someone or to celebrate an event. Yeah, that's what reception means. So it's before a wedding. Like, think of a hotel reception. You know? What are you showing me that for? Mr. Sprocket! I can't read him at all. Not even with an item as loaded with sentiments as this. Fog machine? Nope. I see. Weddings give me headaches. Does this bring anything to mind? Even some small vague detail will do. Wait, I just realized this is the second Ace Attorney character that is very heavily neurodivergent coded that has blue hair. This guy really doesn't want to talk, does he? He just doesn't want to. What about Ellen? No? Okay, never mind, I guess. Broken lantern? Guess not. I guess I need to find something else to talk to him. The chapel? Nope. Okay, never mind. I am an attorney. Not interested. Cool. Where is a physics book when you need it? Already searched here? Okay, never mind. Thank you for telling me that we've searched here, Phoenix. Appreciate it. Nothing new here. And if we examine this, it's going to say the same thing. We already searched here. Cool. Okay, what do my notes say? Get Soren's attention. How? How? I tried the pendant, right? That didn't do anything. Let me just try it again, just for... I didn't try the pendant. Fuck me. Could you take a look at this? Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant. You mean to say you two are Ellen's lawyers? Yes, I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought. He wasn't even listening. Oh boy. Don't oh boy. Phoenix, no. No. Bad Phoenix. It's not at all what I expected, based on Ellen's gushing testimonial anyway. I'd like to ask you about Ellen's case, if you don't mind. I don't know a thing about it, so why don't you go ask the police? In other words, not interested. This guy is the worst! Now I feel sorry for poor Ellen. In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time? Go on. Guess that got your attention. So, is time travel really even possible? Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. At the same time, it is also impossible. The pendant I gave Ellen. It's not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper, the clock we had displayed in the reception hall. That is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too? What Ellen experienced is akin to traveling down a road by car key. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless, maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interfered with the natural flow of the fourth dimension. We're losing him again. Maybe we'd better ask him some more about the time machine. So you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through the space-time continuum would be man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel as a mode of transportation. Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious methods of transportation. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they are all fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't why? I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. Maya, sit down and listen the fuck up. I don't care. Shut up. For generations, sprocket aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap. Fuck, I can't speak. Maya, you're being awfully rude. If you're gonna act like this, get away. I don't care.
Oh, is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff he was saying mean, Nick?
Well, basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-through to it, I guess.
Oh, I get it. It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficiently delivery system. So what Soren really wants to do is lunch.
I can't tell if this is supposed to be like a pun or it's just a typo.
Humanity into the future.
Launch, not lunch. Okay, thank you, Soren. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? He's just like me. I too have like a tendency to correct people. Oh my god. Gee, I wonder why I immediately fell in love with this character. My god. I too want to launch humanity into the future. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It only becomes truly impossible when man stops daring to believe. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know. You wouldn't understand.
You hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist.
All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks.
It's full of hope for the future. Ma'am, you just yawned at what he was saying. Shut up.
He's more passionate than I thought, too. When it comes to inventions, anyway.
Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling, though. I don't think it's that he doesn't care. It's more like he doesn't know how to. So, I hear the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Master Soren. Hell yes! His design is so good too! It is time for the meeting on the next term's project. What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again? You are the future president. You must consider the business side too. It is I. I found Soren. Send the car over at once. I'm not interested. That looks like a Final Fantasy character. You're not wrong. Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce... Nickety? Nick or Nitch? I think it's Nickety. Please call me Pierce. I am the Sprocket family butler. Nick! A butler! I didn't know they actually still existed. I thought they were just on TV and stuff. And who might you be, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen Wyatt's lawyer. And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Oh, so it is you. I am most grateful to you for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. I'll mention it. So hey, speaking of the case... Oh, one moment, please. Wow! What a beautiful pocket watch! Oh, this? It's just a bit of a good luck charm. That's one expensive good luck charm. But I guess it makes sense, knowing that time is pretty important in his line of work. So I guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badge is to me. There is a little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor? Huh? You mean to Soren's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments. Oh boy, Nick! A fancy high society tea party with high-class snacks and everything. And what about the investigation? Are you kidding? What better place to investigate next than Soren's house? I don't know. Do you really think his house is going to give us any new leads? Of course it will! I say we take the butler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place. Alright. You win. Very good. To Sprocket Manor, then. I just realized I forgot to put Phoenix in the old outfit. I'm pretty sure I did anyways. Save down here. There we go. Let me just do that now while I remember. Yep, I did forget. There we go. Alright, we can go back now. Alright. To the Sprocket Manor. Oh, thank God. The heavens. Thank the heavens. He looks so much calmer in that suit. Yeah. I was thinking, like, you know what? That doesn't really suit him as well in this DLC. Wow, this place does not disappoint. Oh, I'm so excited. Whoa, slow down, Maya. The mansion isn't going anywhere. Now then, we won't have to worry about anyone untoward eavesdropping here. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions. Huh? That's why you invited us here? I'm sorry to have tricked you like this. But this is a murder after all. Kuran was booked around to find out time. This is pure business. Yeah, pretty much. I couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation. Aw, and I was really looking forward to all those fancy snacks too. There, Maya. Don't cry. This Pierce guy is one shrewd man. Hey Nick! Look at the cute vintage radio! Radio? Oh, that thing over there under the stuffed bull's head. I'm gonna take a closer look. God fucking damn it, Maya! I thought I told you to settle down. I'm sorry. Not to worry. Wow, that little mech fixed it right up. I'm not only the butler, but I'm also Sprocket Aviation's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty. That was incredible! What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway? It's my fixer-upper shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me, of course. It has too many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment, though. That's so cool! I wish I had one of those! Fixing things is a simple matter, but fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. You must be in shock over Mr. Gloomsbury's death. Still, I do need to ask him some questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find out while I'm here too. Well, I just want to see how long this is. Okay, it's not too long. Alright, examination time. Whee! Oh, cow. A bull, or a bull, you know, that works too. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the flying chapel too. The president of the company must have a thing for cattle. The bull is a symbol of Sprocket Aviation. To be as strong and steady as a bull. That's the company creed, you know. Probably for all the back-breaking labor they put their employees through. By the way, that bull logo on the flying chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Rainy the Rainbow. Get it? I get it! He's a rainbow-colored bull, so he's a rainbow, right? What a memorable name, huh, Nick? Yeah, for the lameness of the pun. Nick! Look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round! I see they've got an aviation theme going on. Makes sense for an airline family. I wonder if it doubles as a fan. Oh, what if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? And the wall would open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. Maya, how cool would that be? If that's what's behind the propeller wall, then what's behind the bull wall across the way? Oh, I know. Maybe it's the rest of him. That must be where the sprockets get their milk. Phoenix, that's a bull? Nick. First of all, that's a beef cow. And second, bulls don't make milk. Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. I thought he was mocking her, honestly. Hey, Nick! Now here is a real lady. She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? I wonder who she is. We didn't see her on the airship. Bulls kind of make milk, just not something I want to drink. Why would you say this? That's Selena Sprocket. Soren's elder sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister. I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask him about her. Don't you dare touch that radio again. It looks like an expensive antique. What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again. Maya. I really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. Oh, are those pictures of the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here.
Do you mind if we have a look at that photo?
Be my guest. Take as long of a look as you'd like. Well, what do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? A thick fog billows across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds. That comment reminded me of someone saying that the milk industry was sexist since all the cows on their bottle of yogurt had female names. Yeah, I've heard of that. It's like, do you not know?
Wow, look at how beautiful Ellen is here. She looks a little nervous, though.
She does, doesn't she?
Hey, look! There's Pierce!
Where? Oh, in the back, I couldn't even see him. And someone just going, I would not want to eat yogurt made from bull milk. Really? Where?
Right there, behind the sweetheart table.
Hey, you're right. I bet he was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner.
So what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out to you?
No, not at the moment anyway.
Hey Nick, if Ellen really did travel back in time, do you think this photo of the second reception, is of the second reception, after the time jump?
I wonder. Excuse me, sir. Yes, can I help you? Ellen told us she traveled back in time. Would you happen to know anything about that? Why would they? No. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. He clammed up faster than a clam. Oh, it's the bridal bouquet.
Hey Nick, how about I throw it? And you try to catch it.
Why me?
Just because. I bet you'd look hilarious flailing around trying to grab it.
But doesn't tradition dictate that it's the ladies that go after the bouquet?
Who cares? Just catch it. Here.
Ow! Hey! You threw that right at my face! Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet. Trust me.
Why not?
They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. But I already caught it.
Whoops, too late now, huh, Nick?
Thanks, Maya. Dun, dun. Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor. Look at that. It's a Flying Chapel key card. The Flying Chapel? What areas on the Flying Chapel require a key card, if I may ask? Most areas we want to keep the public out of, such as the staff room and the hold, which is chock full of machinery. So you can't enter those areas without a key card. That's right. This one here belongs to Ellen. Wait, what's Ellen's key card doing here? Did Ellen come back here after the incident occurred? Good thing I already married Edgeworth in secret. I don't believe so, and she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Although, there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier. Was that man wearing a beret by any chance? Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. He was also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache. Gee, I wonder who it could be. I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Okay, I believe that's everything we can find here. Hey, we can't. We've already searched here, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that you can't turn around in this room. About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for. Do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet, but no, I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. I see. I guess we have different opinions then. Do we now? The prosecution says that when Bloomsbury attacked Miss Ellen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. I fear you are mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the banquet. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut her loose. I realize how callous I must sound, but my duty is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future and Master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I will do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as a Sprocket family butler.
You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well. Don't you think?
Yeah, I could easily picture Edgeworth with a butler. Oh, and by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It's about when the members of the extended family and I discovered the crime. So this guy has a motive at least. Interesting. Time travel. Did Ellen say anything to you about traveling through time? She must have been delirious. There is no need to take such a claim seriously. Soren himself said that time travel was possible, though. Master Soren said that. It sounds like he is still stuck in the past. He's psychologically stuck, I take it. Excuse me. What is it? I see. I believe I told you the madam will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready, just in case. We must not disappoint her, understand? You sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. Could you tell us about the thing you mentioned about Soren's past? There is something in Master Soren's past that he wishes he could change. Please forgive me, this isn't something I should be sharing with strangers. Now I really want to know what Soren's still hung up on. It was sometime after the reception. Some of the Master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall, and that is when we saw it. A woman standing in front of the victim with a bloody murder weapon in her hand. It was none other than Miss Ellen. Probably something to do with his sister, I guess, since he is the only heir. But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like.
That's right! She just happened to find the body!
I do not know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed. But what he said that I found really interesting is that with the bloody murder weapon in her hand. Right? Because... well, it doesn't say here, but... there is no blood on it. I do not know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately after the deed had been committed. And that is what I told the police who came in response to my call. I see. So Pierce was the one who reported it to the police, huh? Alright, the picture of the sister. Pierce, the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Serlina, right? I don't think we've met her yet. Not me wanting to call her Serena. Help. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. If you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? All right, very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past, after all. Soren's past. Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line.
So why isn't she becoming the next president?
Because she died in a car accident.
What?
I had no idea. Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. Losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became a quiet and meticulous, almost compulsive note-taker around then.
He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside him.
Gotta love that PTSD. Hell yeah. Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spends all his time on inventions. As a family butler, I am truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past. Hey Nick, what are you doing here? I could say the same thing to you. Larry? Oh man, Edge gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? I came to promote my new character, Q Piglet. I was hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it.
Wow, I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. You could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them?
Now is not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed.
See? And this is why you'll never be rich.
Maya. Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there on the Flying Chapel yesterday, right? Just pouring myself something more to drink. How much less suffering would there be if people in this world would just go to fucking therapy? Nah, that's too easy. Huh? Was I? What were you doing there? Nothing. Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of, but never mind that. Hold on, wait. I can't really see that well. I wanted to see if I could see Larry there because that's like the table that he was sitting at. Wait. He should be on the table behind the candelabra. Maybe? I don't know. Did you see anything that had to do with the case? Scratch that. Let's start with you weren't involved in this case, were you? Larry? Larry?
Hey, he took off!
I just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Come on, Maya. After him. Oh, are you leaving so soon? We, have to run. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course. There he is. Hey, Larry! Hey there, friend. Fancy meeting you here. There's nothing fancy about it. All we did was follow you. So, tell me, Larry. Why did you run away like that? Huh? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. God, shut up. A bolt of inspiration for my new picture book hit me and I had to run is all. Sure. It was like a epiphany, you dig? Right.
He's just going to keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick?
I found this in the reception hall. Say, that's a pretty stylish wallet, ain't it? Have you ever seen it before? Nope. I'll take that as a yes. Which means he must be trying to hide something from me. I don't know anything about that wallet. I'll just have to take him to task later. What you saw on the airship? Come on, Larry. I know you were on that airship. So what did you see? I didn't see anything. Because I was never on that stupid airship. Psycholox. You say something? The spiritual power of this Magatama allows me to see these mystical locks that appear when someone is trying to hide something from me. They're called Psycholox, and when I see them, I simply touch the Magatama to try my hand at breaking them. If I can unlock them, I'm sure to finally get a straight answer out of him.
Take that!
What Larry is hiding. This is no time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. I'm telling you, Nick. You got it all wrong. I got nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Oh, come on, Larry. Even a baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person.
Take that!
Ellen. You're the one who brought Ellen to my office in the first place. And all those cops. Nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Isn't gonna cut it this time, Larry. If you have to lie, at least do a better job of it. Don't diss me, Nick. If you're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What makes you think I was on this stupid little airship anyway? Let me see some proof, if you got any. Doubling down, are you? Fine. You want proof, Larry? Here's proof that you were on that airship.
Take that!
Uh-oh. This is your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry? I found it in the reception hall. Ah! Time to come clean, Larry Butts. What exactly are you hiding? Alright, fine, you got me. I'll tell you everything. Larry, what were you doing on that airship anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered from me. Huh? I didn't know you took on real jobs like that too. Well, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are very popular on the net. And that's how you met Ellen. Uh-huh. I mean, I'd seen her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person, the way she smiled at me and said thank you, I felt like I'd been hit by lightning. And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride, huh? So, were you invited to the reception? Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Smart move on their part, I'd say. I got upset and started wandering around the airship. That must be when I dropped my business card wallet. So somebody else must have found it and brought it to the reception hall then. You know what? I saw something incredible while I was on that flying chapel. What? Did you see a flying angel again? Isn't this like exactly the same thing he said when he saw Mystic Misty being flung underneath the fucking bridge? It is. I got Dahlia flashbacks. Like, get a load of this. Who did you see flying this time? What the heck is this? What do you mean, what is this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. You're telling me that he saw a pterodactyl this time. My god. I sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. So what's so incredible about a cabin? Look at what was outside the window. Oh god, not again. It's one of those flying dinosaurs, a real-life pterodactyl. Listen, although that's not a bad sketch. Yeah, no, he's not bad at it. He's just bad at everything else. I looked out the cabin window and there it was, just flying out there. That airship traveled through time, I tell you. What? When I told that Pierce Butler guy about it, he told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. But why would he try to keep you from spouting what is clearly just nonsense? Maybe his Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine. No way.
Nick, this case is totally amazing. Larry, you didn't tell Mr. Edgeworth about this, did you?
Of course not. Edgy would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. I didn't even tell him I was wandering around in the airship. I told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Yeah, I can see Edgeworth's eyes rolling right out of his head had he heard about this. It shows a pterodactyl flying outside the window. Thank you, Larry. So Larry also experienced a time slip somehow. But how is that possible? I don't think they went to the Jurassic ages, but okay. Hey Nick, I'll be taking my card wallet back now if you don't mind. Swiped back by Larry. Oh yeah, this is for you. What is it? It's a picture of the hold. I took it when I was wandering around on the airship. See? There's Ellie right there in the middle. How did you get to the hold, Larry? The hold? Ah, damn, we didn't get the card, did we? Yeah, see? It's right here on the diagram. Okay, so now I know where the hold is, but what was Ellen doing there? Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception. I see, and around when did you take this? Before the reception. I took it while Ellie was getting everything ready. So this was taken before the incident occurred. I don't know if it'll be of any help, but thanks for this anyway. Stealthily taken by Larry. By the way, Larry, I heard that the door to the hold is controlled by a security system. So how'd you get in there? That's a trade secret, can't tell ya. And the hits just keep on coming. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap up on the investigation.
Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Ellen too.
Oh, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center then, so you can say hi. Why? Please understand that this is in Master Soren's best interest. Sounds like Ellen's busy talking with someone. The next president cannot be married to a criminal. It would disgrace Sprocket Aviation. Miss Ellen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us. If it isn't Mr. Wright. So their marriage is definitely off? There is no other choice. We cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Master Soren and the Sprocket family, this is what is best.
No. In that case, what if Nick here proved Ellen's innocence? Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right?
I suppose you're right, but I am afraid that will be impossible.
That's not true. Not for Nick. He may look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things. Thanks, Maya.
I don't take cases on lightly, so rest assured I will prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world, for better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Ellen's marriage. Very well. But not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. And the reality is, Miss Ellen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. I believe that's where you're wrong, Pierce.
I'm clean. I swear I am. Obsessively, compulsively clean. Just as clean and pure as this pure white dress.
Fine, you have my word. But you will be the one to regret this promise. Dude, have you met Phoenix? Now, if you will excuse me. Bye, Pierce. Now I have all the more reason to win this case. Ellen, we finished our investigation and we'd like to talk with you about what we found. That lady has OCD. I'm not sure. Like, liking things to be clean is not necessarily OCD. It's like doing it to like an obsessive compulsive point. You know? What I found out? Let me tell you. In the course of our investigation, we heard that you had been seen standing in front of the victim with a murder weapon in your hands.
It wasn't what it looked like. It's true I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. And I was hoping I could go back in time again like I had done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking.
You were so desperate you were ready to try anything, huh? Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution.
No.
And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid.
I see.
The only exception is Larry. He said he saw something.
Really? What did he see?
Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incredible. He claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship.
What?
Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nickety told Larry to keep quiet about it.
But why would P.S. do such a thing? Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is developing something in secret. A time machine, to be exact. Do you think that's why nobody would confirm my story because it's a secret?
I really don't know, but speaking of your in-laws, We did manage to find your key card at Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on it for you. Oh, thank goodness! I lost it while I was getting things ready for the reception. I looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it! At least they're tears of joy this time for a change. Well, Nick, it looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right. I swear that while Mr. Glimsbury was being killed, I was busy traveling back through time. Great. With stodgy skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for the prosecution tomorrow, we're really gonna have our work cut out for us. To be continued. Woo! That was part 1 of 5. Oh. Well, this case seems fun. I really liked like the entire vibe of it. Nuts but fun. I really like the what's it called? The the vibe, thank you. The vibe, the whole steampunk vibe of it. Really love that. God, I hate those outfits. Anyways, yes. A rather short stream today, but I'm a bit tired. And I don't think I could focus on anything more right now. Not while playing anyways, like watching stuff is perfectly fine. I could just hear the dollar store nutcracker. Yeah, they look really cheap, don't they? Anyways, lemon time, if you're up for it. Yes, cool. So yeah, next stream is on Tuesday as usual, 7 p.m. UTC +1 as usual. And yeah, by the way, my sister has actually moved in now. So I went over there last night and we had a fun little game of Mario Party, which was fun. The fun game was fun. We didn't get to finish. We made it like halfway through, I think. And then she got so tired we had to end it. Or pause it. It's so great. You can just like stop playing and then you can just return to the same game at a later date. It's great. I love it. She settled in properly? Yeah. Her cat is kind of going insane right now because she can't go outside. So I had to like force cuddle her yesterday while my sister went outside to get some firewood. Oh, kitty cat. Yes. Like I asked her how old her cat is now, and she's 11 years old. Like, wow. She does not look old, like, at all. Like, she doesn't look a day over 4? Cats age weirdly. They do. Like, I've seen older cats, and like sometimes you can like tell a cat is old, right? But not with my sister's cat. Nuh-uh. I mean, she certainly looks older than she did when she was a kitten. Like, there's no lie about that. But she still does not look 11. Though, to be fair, what does an 11-year-old cat really look like? Hold on, what is like the, what is like the lifespan of a cat? Right, because a cat's lifespan is between like 2 to 16 years. So, she does not look her age at all. The younger one here does not look her age either. Cats are strange. But she is an absolutely beautiful cat. She does not like people very well. And she has a tendency to find like the smallest spaces she can like possibly squeeze herself into. When I used to live with my mom, we used to live in this place that had like a pretty big like washing room / storage thing, and she managed to like climb onto like a cupboard we had there, and she was like hidden behind like a bowl or something. So I googled how long calico cats live, and it just says females live to around 15 years. The males aren't as lucky. No! That's so sad. Oh my god. But yeah, it's really great that my sister is so close nearby. Like literally all I have to do is just like pack down my Switch, put on some shoes and a jacket, maybe like a hat and a scarf if it's cold, and then I just like walk almost straight across. It's great. I just like have to walk across a lawn and jump over a small hedge, which is probably gonna be harder as time goes on, but it's fine for now. But it's also probably gonna be easier once the snow comes, because it's gonna add like half a meter or something. So I literally don't even have to jump the hedge. That does not sound bad. It's not bad at all. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna end this here, and I hope to see you on Tuesday. Bye bye.